Hello, folks, and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy, where I have done some things. I've just a few things since our last big stream. I was streaming not too long ago, and the whole system froze because it was trying to force an update on the game while I was in the middle of streaming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this to actual. There's just windowed full screen and windowed. That's not right. Um, if I can find it. Mm, Turn the DLSS off. I don't need that. I don't need ray tracing. Maybe I'm thinking if I can bring it down a little bit. Go to medium. And see if this keeps it from freezing up again. It still looks really nice though, personally. So what I need to do is Tomes and Scrolls, which is right here, which is where I was. I was talking to this guy when it froze up. But yeah, all I did before was I sold my extra stuff. And I got my potions, opened up a chest or two, yada yada yada.
I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
But you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to.
So I'm wondering exactly what spellcrafts are and how they're supposed to work.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching.
So what are they like?
For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table
Magical
and a potion station.
Capsules from Dragon Ball Z?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what
Okay,
we have,
it
shall we?
worked this time.
Nothing like finding just. If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory. A pleasure doing business with you.
I don't have enough to get anything. Oh, I have this. Potting table with 3 small pots.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Now to go to the magic neep.
Revelio.
Oh? A daring cloak, you say? It just changes the color of the one I'm already wearing. Yep.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio.
Pretty sure I saw another chest inside. Oh well. Let's check out that new scarf, shall we? Do like that though. The rat on the ground. There's another one.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Wheaton arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling.
Dittany is a seed?
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dip?
Finishing off that water bottle.
Something fresh. Do have a look
Okay,
around.
fluxweed,
Plenty
knot
of
grass.
ingredients to
There's
pick
knot
up
grass.
first, I'd wager.
Fertilizer.
That's everything.
These are the
Better go
plants.
find Matty.
You've a good head for business, haven't you?
350 for knot grass seeds. Okay.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
I like his hat. I want his hat. Gonna do something like this.
Revelio.
One in there, but I don't know home where yet.
Ah, I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the
Honey
day to
Dukes.
finally pick one.
Oh. Oh.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
And there's another one. So control. Woo!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down!
Oh God!
Expelliarm! What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
Do more of it. Erect. Look, he's faltering.
Took him long enough.
We need
Oh.
to make sure he stays that way.
Oh, I'm trapped in the corner here. Ah, it's not the button I wanted to push. Okay.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
I mean, I only got hit once.
Glad to help.
Natty, on the other hand, got launched a few times.
Statement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
I want her hat.
Repairer.
I will see what he does.
Revelio. Accio. Repairer. Revelio.
What seems to be inside? Oh, hold on. That's not something I want.
Accio.
Aha!
Repairer. Lucky they didn't do more damage. One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Repairer.
You go inside here? I can.
Revelio.
There's that. There it is. Oh, that looked like one of those things you need invisibility for.
Revelio.
Is? Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm guessing I wasn't supposed to be back here at this time because that is still destroyed.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin, but I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Hill, but I can't accept robes that I didn't pay for.
Nonsense! I insist. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
You want to give me traditional school robes that are worse than the one I'm wearing right now?
Don't be disappointed. That's a glad. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we, and you in particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful. Just down this way then.
I sell even more battle-worthy items.
Let me change my hat here. This one has better defense.
Inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop, Revelio.
Plus these.
Reparo. Accio.
Supposed to be, but it's glowing for some odd reason.
Revelio.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
Accio.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
Yeah, that no good.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day.
Well, of course, I mean, that one troll's the only one that's died.
The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
Revelio.
There's something up there I need. Or it's outside. One of the two. Find out, shall we? It's outside.
Accio. Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Lumos. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Okay. Guess I have to follow her.
I am certainly glad Serona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
I'm right with you on that. Okay. I can't just walk back, I have to fast travel back. I'm already a level 9 Hufflepuff.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens.
Where's the door? Okay. 4 and 2. Row. 6. 5 makes a crabby thing. Two glasses.
Revelio.
Has a special knack. It's tormented Professor Black. Nice and warm.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
There's the 2 locks. What's in? 7 brings it down to 17, and that 9. 17 minus 9 is 8. Spider. Fourteen minus 11 is 3. That's a 0. So 1, 2, 3 is the Hydra. Glasses.
Revelio. Lumos.
That way, is it? There it is.
Protego. Lumos. Revelio.
I thought I saw something over here. Like every time I passed that armor, something happened. But I guess it was just the armor move.
Levioso. Revelio.
Done?
All of the shopkeepers like me.
Revelio.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
I don't think I have. I think I need to ignite these first. But I don't have the fire spell. They each have different symbols. I need to find the thing that tells me what order to put them in, I guess. Here it is. First thing I need to do is ignite them. I don't have that spell just yet. I'll have to.
Revelio.
Plums.
Lumos.
There it is. Where the mirror was. There it is.
Revelio.
Else? Cat.
Revelio.
Ah. Rapscallion.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Indio. Gotcha.
Revelio. Revelio.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be. Revelio.
I'm not completely sure what I'm going to do with that. Happy right now.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Three
Apologies in
people.
advance.
Okay.
Protego.
Stupid one. Come on.
Accio.
That's all you've got?
Leviosa.
Stupid one.
Leviosa.
There goes my wager.
Stupid one. Stupid one. Potato. Stupid one.
Leviosa.
Stupid one. Stupid one. Stupid one. Stupid one.
Protego.
Stupid one.
Like a winner.
Stupid one.
You're better than that.
Lumos.
Leviosa.
Accio.
Stupid one.
Oh yeah.
Glad I didn't
indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
All the beans? Welcome.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio.
Good one!
Leviosa.
The basic combo, I've been using that.
Leviosa.
Oh.
Leviosa. Accio.
Okay.
Nicely done! I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Revelio. Assignment's all finished.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
Anyone fancy going to Brood and Prep with me?
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
Ah.
Accio. Leviosa. Reparo. Lumos.
Oh. None of my current spells will do anything with that.
Revelio.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you, and
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
I still learned it.
Good work.
Let's replace Aro.
Incendio.
Okay, it's a shotgun. Gotcha. Sorry.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small,
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Ugh, well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous
Garlic.
plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
That needs there.
I really have made a mess of things.
Incendio! Revelio! Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
What about Finite Incantatum?
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
Accio! Revelio.
I went to the lake once. Wanted to have a sing song just by myself.
Natty doesn't seem to mind having come up.
Accio.
Hmm?
Revelio.
Probably. Prediction down.
Lumos. Revelio. Accio.
Good. There we go. Gotcha.
Revelio.
Level 11.
Handy resource indeed.
Revelio.
Your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I need that ice spell, don't I? There it is.
Accio.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Sure, I thought that said Snape. Professor Weasley's nephew, huh?
Revelio.
pretty sure I might need a locomotive to get in there.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief! Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin.
It'd probably help.
Revelio.
Well, there's a chest down there.
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
I can't open this one like this. Okay, I need a different spell. What I need to find is how to get my, like, outfits and whatnot. Because I want to wear the robes I got. As well as that mask. I want to wear that mask.
Levioso. Incendio.
Oh, don't light that on fire.
Revelio.
That on the other. Is ignite.
Incendio.
I can't believe you're still there. You obviously hates the job.
Revelio.
Oh, hey. There's Skagglethorpe the Headless. The Heedless, who unwisely challenged a man to troll in a game of musical chairs. Lovely. Broken Broom belonged to Celine Wartnaby? To be all that remains. Kind of a lunar apparition charm to fellow 30 years. No one knows if she succeeds. Ah. Door through there.
Revelio.
That's to say the least.
Accio. Revelio.
Hey. Oh.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Probably.
Incendio.
There we go. To the hidden apology corridor.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Don't even need Maxima. Just plain old Lumos will do. Up here, shall we?
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Levioso. Lumos.
Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind.
Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacula would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Incendio. Protego. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
There we go. I've gone through the dungeon. murdering the plants.
Revelio.
Oh, is that the back down to work?
I've always said that travel broadens.
Revelio. Incendio.
No, still not work. Oh, now I can open it.
Revelio.
Fuck was that? Got the chest that.
Have you found anything to, prove?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Okay. Can't open my book, apparently. But I'm gonna take a risk here. I might end up the game. See. I'm not high enough level. Okay, let's see here. Hey, it didn't. Poof! It worked!
Life without risk is not life at all.
Now, I need to figure out Cobalt Regina. They don't. Wait. Oh! There's a change appearance option. Oh! That's how I. Oh, okay, that's how I get that. That. Really like that clockwork. If it's scarf, so I'm gonna use that one. So I can keep my outfit looking however I feel like having it look while getting all. Which means that post I saw earlier about looking completely ridiculous could have been avoided.
Oh, you don't want to look completely ridiculous? That's wrong. No, bad. Look ridiculous.
No, someone was complaining that in order to have the best stats in the game for a fight with the Crossed Wands Dueling Club, they had to give up their outfit looking any kind of decent.
Oh, and you're trying to prove them wrong.
And I just found out that I can have the stats and a good-looking outfit. Because I discovered the change appearance option.
Wait, what? Oh, is it like, basically you could give yourself a cosmetic look?
I can change the cosmetics.
Okay, so yeah, the cosmetic look stays the same, or changes while the actual functional pieces stay the same.
Yep.
Okay. I'm surprised people haven't found that sooner. Like, I don't know.
Well, it's like this whole time I was looking for how to put on like my dark arts robe and all that. Right?
Okay.
Because there's a whole bunch of extra stuff that you get for Danny got me the deluxe edition of the game.
What are you up to now?
Oh, okay. Nice.
So you get this dark wizard robe, you get the house fanatics robes, which they're cosmetics you can only get from getting the deluxe edition of the game, right?
Okay.
And I was wondering how to put them on because I couldn't find them in my inventory, and I was getting some stuff. I was getting some outfits and everything for completing quests that I couldn't find in my inventory. So I was starting to get all like, where the fuck is all of this?
So it's in your cosmetic section.
Yes, it is specifically cosmetic alterations that I'm earning. I mean, I'm getting some stuff that's actual gear, but there are some also just outright cosmetic alterations. Did I go too far? I think I went too far. That Hagrid's hut.
So I beat Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Nice.
In my entire dumbassery. That is the second game. Which, to be fair, I played the second game and understood what was going on. But
I thought Will of the Wisp was the first one.
So did I. No, the Blind Forest.
The first one. Okay, because I had heard of Will of the Wisps way before Blind Forest.
I know, but I looked at Blind Forest came out first.
Huh.
Yeah, it's disappointing because Blind Forest gives you the whole story of how Ori came into being.
So it's a sequel, but it's a prequel.
No, it is the first game.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I misunderstood which one you were talking about there. That's my bad.
Yeah, the Blind
Oh, what the
is
fuck?
The first game. Because it says you. Well.
That whole floor doesn't exist.
Oh. Nice. Very nice. But yeah, so I have unfortunately skipped playing Blind Forest. Which I could. Thing is, all the events of Blind Forest I don't need to know anymore. It just tells you how Kuro and what's his face came to, become part of Ori's family. His little weirdo family.
From battling the odd troll, I
But
should think.
you know, I don't really need that anymore. So it's like, I don't want to play it anymore. Because I already know the second game pretty much spoils most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Care to have a look at one?
Okay, I find this ridiculous. So throughout the entire like every single book and movie, they constantly mention that there are no maps of Hogwarts. It is impossible to map out Hogwarts, with the exception of the Marauders map.
Oh yes.
The teachers gave me a map of Hogwarts. There is a teacher I'm helping with this whole ancient magic thing who has discovered a map of Hogwarts, and I am now doing a side quest with a student who has found 2 maps of Hogwarts.
Okay, but like, maybe it was easier to map back then.
It's
maybe modern times.
It's the same exact place. It has not changed. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go looking for the Chamber of Secrets the moment I find out where that girl's restroom is. Because there's like 50 of them.
There was some argument that, like,
I shall take a look if I can find it.
there was the modern, like, ceramic sink and toilet did not exist until more recently than they were built. So
fucker, this isn't a map!
It's a picture of your mother.
It's a piece of paper with 4 drawn pictures of places.
It's a map, dude.
Some kind of pillar with a dragon on it, some bones. I know that courtyard. That's a courtyard outside of the Defense Against the Dark Arts wing. And a picture of a house.
And it doesn't make any sense. Why don't map exist? Why can you not map Hogwarts out?
Because Hogwarts is a magical place that doesn't like being mapped. I don't know.
I think Dumbledore's just making excuses. They killed a cartographer years ago and they didn't want anybody to know. Ow. Ooh, boxes, I'm here.
Well, here's the thing, oh god.
Oh, I never really finished what I was going to say earlier.
James and his friends were the ones who made the Marauders map.
I know. James, Peter, Sirius, and Remus. Oh, but yeah, no. So to finish that up, I skipped Ori.
Wait, what? The rhinoceros skeleton is not the first fucking landmark. The first landmark was that frickin' pole. I know how to read instructions. I've made IKEA furniture without problems.
You ever heard of Spiritfarer?
Yeah, yes, I've been wanting to play it.
I haven't. It is good. It is nice. It's definitely, it's local co-op. Someone can play as the cat.
Nice.
There's
the cat
I don't know.
Is talking about cats. Yes, float, cat, float.
Speaking of, the cat floats as well.
I can pet the cat while it's floating.
Now yeet. Do it.
What if I yote instead?
That's past yeet. You can't pass yeet
Oh.
at present.
What's the opposite of yeet?
The Daedalian keys are back.
To yeet or not to yeet, that is the question.
I can pull the cat towards me with the Accio. Which would be the opposite. It is to pull it towards me.
I'm sorry.
And yeeting is throwing away.
I'm Nelly, by
With
the way.
extreme violence,
I'm
yes.
just so excited that the Daedalian keys are
Yeah,
back.
no, the anti-yeeting is gentle.
Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumor
That
is-
cat just
towards me.
No, it gently floated towards me. That freaking cat.
Years ago.
That's
Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years.
on.
You should try
Well,
to catch
I'm
them.
sorry. I'm sorry, but friggin'
Will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere.
when I use Accio on other objects, they just fly at me with extreme prejudice. I thought the cat would do the same.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist.
One dear lady that is mouse for my spirit animal.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I was telling that Danny yesterday. I'm like, wow, this woman is my spirit animal. She's a deer, but she's like, I like this comfort food, but I would kill for some coffee right now. I'm like, me too.
It's your spirit animal. Okay, so I have some brownies here that I'm wanting to eat, but I don't have any freaking milk.
Don't eat milk.
If you manage to open a cabinet,
What am I supposed to eat them with then?
Nothing. Eat them.
They get stuck in my throat.
Oh yeah, water.
Does water taste good with brownies?
Don't need to taste good. Just needs to keep you from choking.
I use brownies as an excuse to drink milk.
I think I've drank like three glasses of milk in the last 12 hours.
Well,
I need to drink that milk up, but
God,
well, I say 12 hours. Like 8.
I was hoping that this would like fix itself at some point, but it seems not. There's a person floating in the void.
Did I?
Okay, so this is one of those things that people would consider game breaking. It's unplayable. Because, I'm sorry, but I can't see the wall of this entire story of the castle, and it's, it's really not all that bad.
Revelio.
Wow, I didn't know spirits could be told on hers. Excuse me? I've crunched the data and spent 5 nights theory crafting. Clearly, if you take the heavy weapon proficiency from the mountain gnome race, there's a nifty synergy with the level 3 rogue ability Eviscerate. It's for sure a bit weird, but hey, 5d20 and auto crit on prone can't be defeated. Am I right?
Wait, someone's min-maxing gnomes?
Apparently. Okay,
can't they just, like, enjoy the game? The thing I don't understand about min-maxing, can't you just, like, just have fun?
That is fun for them. That's how they have fun.
I'm sorry.
I don't agree with it. But...
I'm not a fan of overthinking things.
So, maybe someone else is. I mean, really can't fault them for that.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
Oh yeah, Theodore the raccoon. I forgot about him.
Brilliant.
Oh, okay.
An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
You just fucking smack the thing. Gotcha.
Are you ready to see me obliterate this merchant raccoon? Yes.
Why would you do this?
Because his prices are fucking stupid.
Oh, is it Tom Nook?
No, and you should be ashamed of yourself, you trash panda. People like you are the reason we have middle fingers.
I'm sorry, but Nook isn't even a fucking trash panda.
This isn't Nook, this is Theodore.
I know, it's like, why do people always make raccoons out to be evil?
He's not evil, he's just a treacherous striped weasel.
What are you playing?
Spiritfarer.
God. I didn't think that Spiritfarer would be a racist game.
I beg you, please don't scold me anymore. I'll even give you a discount.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie.
Wait, he's gonna give you a discount because you were insulting him?
Token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool being up here. Yeah, all the best people are up here. Don't be excited
In
though.
the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out.
Wait, you're telling me that there's
We're in upstairs room.
magical chests in my common room that I didn't see earlier?
I should see this through and find the Hufflepuff house chest.
That's more
Wait.
reasonable.
Hold on, whoa.
Well, okay.
Do I only get the stuff in my common room chest, or am I going to be allowed in other common rooms throughout the game? Because if I'm only allowed to get my stuff, then that would mean that it is impossible to 100% this game.
Wait, I'm confused. What's up?
Okay, so I opened a cabinet, and inside the cabinet is a coin with the house crest on it. Right?
Yes.
And apparently I can take this coin to open a chest that's in my common room.
Okay.
The thing is, these are apparently supposed to be extremely, like, there's different coins for different houses.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, if I find coin, am I going to find nothing but Hufflepuff coins?
You're in the Hufflepuff dorms, right?
Yes.
Maybe if you switch to the different dorms.
You can have multiple characters. There is actually a character select screen when you first load up the game.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure they're separate games.
Probably, but I mean... Okay, she doesn't like fruit.
But that's the thing. So, my main question comes down to, does it matter which house I'm in? Will I be able to get everything?
Probably not in one house. From the sounds of it, no.
So that's the thing, is like, does that mean that the game is impossible to 100%?
No. You can just start a new character with a different house from the different coins.
But then you wouldn't have the stuff you got from the previous character.
Doesn't matter. Are you talking about for achievements?
Well, no, I mean, in general, people don't count that as 100%ing if you have to do it in separate runs.
Tell that to achievement hunters.
So that's a different thing altogether. That's achievement hunting, not 100%ing.
That's 100%ing the game.
Well, that's the thing. That only counts as 100%ing the game if there's an achievement for 100%ing the game.
What?
100%ing a game means collecting everything you can possibly collect, completing all the side quests, all in one save file.
Not necessarily, no. Not in today's standards.
People today are
There
dumb.
are games where you have to have multiple runs, multiple run-throughs on different profiles to get everything.
Well, I mean, if games are built to be like that, it's understandable.
So what's to say this game isn't built like that?
Well, that would mean it is, by definition, impossible to 100%.
Not if you have to use multiple profiles. I'm confused at what's confusing. Maybe you'll find different coins later. Maybe you have to have multiple profiles.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Am I going to find other coins, or is it just going to be nothing but Hufflepuff coins?
I mean, you'll find out. Why do you need other coins?
to open chests in other dorms.
So yeah, maybe you have to wait. I don't know how far on you in, or wow.
I'm actually
I don't know
not
how
very far in.
along-
I don't know how long the story's supposed to be either. But you know, that's what I'm saying. Is like, am I only going to be able to open the chest in my... Oh, wow, okay.
Quite a few by the look of it.
The chest requires a lot of points. Losing count here. 17 or 18 coins total for a single chest. 16. I need 16. It says right there on my screen. Okay. So I'll just grab those as I go.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
Somewhere. Okay.
Revelio.
Another key. Oh. Oh, okay. So it's all about patience and timing. Good lord. Ah!
Your two weaknesses.
Timing. That's my weakness. I can do patience.
Got it.
There we go. So no, so basically it looks like I might only get the coins for my house.
And maybe people pay you in their houses coins later.
Maybe? So
Wandering about outside your dormitory.
the next question would be is if it is in fact a thing where I only get Hufflepuff coins, right?
Okay.
If I were in a different house, would I get the same thing for completing this quest?
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm putting up thoughts on it. It's like, is it... Ah, too late. I mean, why can't I just grab the key while it's stuck up against the thing and put it in myself? It's stunned. I can grab it. If I can move fast enough to smack the thing, I can move fast enough to grab it. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay.
Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work again?
When you spot or hear a flying key, you're to follow it back to its cabinet. Inserting it in the lock is the tricky part. I hope you follow some. If you open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Okay, so I can't complete this side quest either. I need to learn Alohomora. So I guess the secrets of the restricted section it is.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Where'd it go?
Oh, fuck.
Gotcha! First try. Haha! Fuck it. I'll have brownies with water.
Ah, there you are.
I want my brownies.
Hello, sir.
Do you not have milk?
You'll be pleased to know that
I just said I didn't!
Oh, I didn't hear you say anything about milk outside of the fact
She
that
tells me you've taken rather well to
you
your
big
new wand.
goes good milk.
Continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer.
To be fair, I'm also kind of brain dead right now.
Shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
I really do not like black.
You don't like what?
That man is exasperating.
What
Professor Black.
The restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
Why?
But Professor, we have no choice.
He's an asshat.
It would be unwise to provoke our
Ooh, that's
illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Also, the downside to it is that he's also the headmaster.
Ah, that doesn't help at all.
Revelio.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Off on another adventure.
Oh, is Sebastian gonna teach me Hello Mora? Hello, Slytherin friend.
Sebastian, there you are. I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid...
Did you know if you throw coffee
She
beans
and
in
I
the
have
oven,
had
you get a
our
perfect cup of
entanglements.
black
I can
coffee,
hold
mug
my
and
own
all?
against her. You may not
Just throw the beans in there and a mug appears.
Yep, a mug and coffee.
Sebastian, I'll meet you later.
It's the future, baby.
No water needed.
Arkenshine Creek.
Joins Hufflepuff house.
That's the door we need to reach.
Dresses like a Slytherin.
And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light. Just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Nice, nice, nice. There's a. Let's replace Lumo, shall we?
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
If I can see you, the prefects might be able to as well.
Blast! The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key.
So I learned the invisibility spell, but not the unlocking spell.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? The library's closed until morning.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? I do hope Peeves isn't up to his ridiculous antics again.
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clip. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
Revelio must remain unseen. So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the whole... It can help Anne.
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're on. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Revelio.
Silent as a grave. Secrets of the darkest realms. I'm impressed.
No, this is one damn fine cup of coffee.
Ooh, that looks nice.
What have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
I don't have Reparo.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this on.
Reparo.
Revelio.
Another archway.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this one. That's it.
Before I go through the archway, I will fur coat. I like that.
Where might this lead?
This. The fuck's an Athenium?
Reparo. Incendio.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there.
Accio.
Aha!
Revelio.
Not surprising. Cards at the ready.
Interesting.
Accio. Protego. Incendio. Reparo. Accio. Oh.
How do I get over to that? Oh, I just killed myself. Oh, that's how. Solar protection spectacles? I do believe we call those sunglasses.
This is also what, the 1800s.
And
So
I know what we call them.
Yeah, now.
Oh! Made it.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
Golden silk robe.
Accio. Reparo. Reparo. Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Gear slots are full. Royal maroon coat. Scottish jumper attire. Oh god, I fell off.
It is a book after all.
Hold on. What am I seeing now? They made it rain.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
You are capable of reading it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Oh god, is she gonna be the villain?
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Is Sebastian related to Black?
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
What? I opened up Opera and it decided to try to woo me. Seduce me, even.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Hold on.
Uh.
Oh, that's. Oh yeah, that's the one I need. Isn't. I.
That what that saxophone noise was? Yes.
Was it sexy saxophone?
Damn. Yes, actually. Loud enough that Jin heard him.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig.
Oh, that's funny.
A visitor.
Yeah, I've been kind of standing here for quite a while.
He did with me to work last night without realizing.
Oh.
Sir, I was able
It's
to search
fine,
the
but
restricted
isn't it
section
fucking
while you
full
were
time?
with Professor Black.
Double O.
It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before
I thought I'd see a snake in a flowing robe.
I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Level 13! Whoa!
Protego! It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still
I
available.
wonder what the level cap for his game. I wonder what the level cap is for that game.
As soon as possible.
I'm not sure.
I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Dodge enemy attacks by dodge rolling, and cast Incendio on enemies 5 times. Gotcha.
I love everyone's argument in that game. Like, yes, Avada Kedavra, or whatever it is illegal. It causes a painless death. But also, you can set people on fire.
Oh yeah,
the children.
Not only that, freaking so I had an event where I learned how to use ancient magic. Right, basically, it's supposed to be some kind of charged up ultimate attack.
Okay.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
And basically, if I'm in combat with anything that isn't a student, I can use it once I have it charged up. And freaking the first time I use it is against a fucking troll, and it just fucking obliterates it. Gone.
This is why we can't use it against students.
It's like, you know how at the end of the last movie, how Voldemort just falls apart?
Yeah.
But instant.
Instant in painful death.
Instant just... They're gone. They're just gone. That troll was destroyed.
You mean, what troll?
You mean, the fuck's a troll?
It's exactly like that one post with the 959, the Fat Mac. You erased all existence and memory of that person, and you catch yourself wondering why you fired the gun in the first place. Oh, you want to have a talk to who's Gwen? Where are you, dear mama?
Revelio.
Actually, I don't know who she is.
I keep hearing things like disappearing, and I keep wondering what it is I'm hearing.
Me. I don't know. I'm probably gonna disappear for a quick segundo as I go and grab some Tylenol or ibuprofen or both, as a matter of fact, because ugh.
Tylenol-ibuprofen?
Pretty much. Let's see the metaprofen.
Anti-pain inhalant.
Honestly, I'm really wishing I had Excedrin again. I stopped taking it in favor of just Tylenol and ibuprofen.
I'm going the wrong way.
Really worked.
Oh, well, I can sell many things here.
It also had caffeine in it, so.
This place has seen better days.
Gotta go to frickin' Lenny the Shark here soon.
Revelio.
Okay, uncle. Bastard. I love how she has fake hands.
Who has fake what now?
So,
Revelio.
I rescued another spirit. It related to me somehow. I don't know how. Summer. And it's a snake in a big flowing robe. And it has arms and stuff, but it's like just fake arms.
Oh, okay.
So that's definitely an interesting game.
And you have it on Steam?
Yes.
Okay, that means I really need to get
I ended up buying the farewell edition.
I need to.
So I think it has a little extra content.
Need to link your account again.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I keep trying to do it because I keep forgetting that you need to okay it.
Oh yeah, duh. Oh, I mean, like.
And then I'm sitting there like, God damn it! I gotta wait for him to wake up.
Let me forget.
Incendio. Revelio.
What's going on up here?
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
Okay then. Dodging is all done. Pumpkins.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours.
All that.
Jasmine, the moon there.
How did I get here?
The end.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Oh yeah, that makes that show up.
Ah, dressed. Yes, I see.
Okay,
In
time
my
to
head. These people. Now, I've already had a hug recently. I don't need another. Shut the fuck up and come here.
I don't need another hug.
Apparently, you can't hug them very much. You need to hug them like once a day.
I'm sorry, but that's not how hugs work.
Exactly. I know. Unrealistic. Immersion broken.
Unplayable.
1 out of 10. You're lucky you got that even. Oh.
I'd rate lower if I could.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Incendio.
Red plaid gob. Owl!
I will be back.
Okay, I'll be here.
There'll always be another. You! What do you think you're doing?
Hitting you with a rock.
Incendio.
Yes. Incendio! Oh, it's a bit like Cuprico. Oh, I know you can't win. Why not Incendio? That's Cuprico. Potato. Stupid one. You will not survive this fight.
Okay.
Revelio.
Somebody up there.
Everyone gets pathetic. Accio. Was that meant to be an incendio?
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
A first year cap, you say? Great nat cap. Better.
Okay. This man's excuse was, I've got something on my mind. Give me a minute. Because that's why I couldn't give him a hug. Motherfucker. I don't have something in my arms. Get in here, bitch.
Don't hug me. I'm thinking.
That's pretty much it. Everyone has some different excuse. The snakely is that all my chakras aren't aligned.
Okay, Naruto.
I know. Believe it, bitch.
Your chakras don't matter. What? Believe it, bitch. Hug.
You ain't got arms to fend me off. Hope you don't. Oh, she's sleeping. I'm gonna sit in the same room as her. What?
Pretty sure hugging her while she's sleeping isn't the best idea.
It can't be illegal. I'm a spirit fearer. I'm the one who tells you can pass on. And now I finally met... Oh, that was close. Finally met Francis, too. The man who will buy literally everything, including soggy boots.
Fence?
What?
Fence?
Said Francis.
Yeah. The guy who will buy literally everything.
Yeah.
Fence.
Fence has standards. He will not buy soggy boots.
I don't know. We haven't had the chance to try.
I guess that's fair.
I'm coming up on I'm coming up on 3 hours. And I'm sitting here like I don't want to stop.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Noise at me. You pet it? I want to pet it. I want to pet the Thestrals. Can't pet the Thestrals. I can only pet cats.
I don't know what Thestrals are.
Thestrals are magical beasts that are invisible to everyone except for those who have seen death.
Oh, okay. Oh, those. Or the actually, I can't remember anymore. I thought I remembered, and then I didn't.
I do believe the first time they show up in the movies is the 4th year? The 3rd or 4th year, I forget which.
See, when you see Thestral, in my mind, I immediately start thinking about, like, basically bone birds, for some reason.
I mean, they do seem kind of bony. Probably thinking of kestrels.
Yeah.
Which are a kind of bird.
I knew that.
Go to defense against the Talkots.
Okay. I'm about to have to go into a thunderstorm, I think. Because I need lightning in a bottle. I have bottles, but no lightning.
Keep forgetting that Black canceled Quidditch.
Big butt.
Yeah, he
I forgot.
Canceled Quidditch because last year some students got hurt. In here, oh, okay. Kind of how Quidditch works. Oh god, everyone in the robes, and then there's me in my purple robe with my nightcap on. When your custom character shows up in a cutscene.
I like when they do that, though. The thing is, they don't always do that.
I know.
Well done.
And it's always amazing when they do.
Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful
she won't
dark
eat
witches
fucking
a
anything.
might encounter.
Well, I happen to know that because that's all Harry ever used.
Focused mind and
What?
a steady wand.
She's all, oh, we're gonna teach you Expelliarmus. Because this may, sometimes this is the only spell you need when fighting against dark witches and wizards.
Oh.
And
That, but
it's like
also like stupefy that they use a lot.
I know, Stupefy is one of the spells I know from the get-go.
Is here if you wish to stay in practice.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may someday.
But yeah, it's like, Expelliarmus is like the one spell Harry always used.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all these variety of spells, and he's pretty much stuck with like 3 the entire time.
I know, right?
I don't think I've seen him. Did he ever use like Protego?
He never said it. I don't. But basically, when they block spells, they're using Protego.
Oh, okay.
Either Protego or Defendo.
Protego or what?
Defendo, which is basically just a weaker version of Protego. It's more focused.
Okay.
It can it's not really weaker in the sense. It's basically just instead of the overall cover, you get a stronger, smaller area of cover.
It's directional instead of all around.
Yeah, it's like a buckler versus a tower shield.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
So I know you're not as into webtoons as I am, but I actually started reading something rather interesting recently. It was a very new, a fresh concept. It's not like people like overdoing isekai anime. Basically, to kind of sum it up, this guy got into a life or death situation, and after he got into the hospital and whatnot, he realized he could feel his organs, and like after some time, like experimenting and whatnot, he realized his autonomous systems, like you don't have to think about, beating your heart or whatnot. He could actually like fully control.
Mm-hmm.
And so it actually brings a lot of like medical science into it. After this fall, he was completely paralyzed from the waist down. He was a paraplegic, and he broke an ass load of bones and shit. And he ended up like recovering within 2 weeks. Because he read up on what kind of nutrients he needed, and he basically ate the meals he needed and focused on those areas and like rebuilding those areas. So but it's all based on like lineage. The whole concept is we are all descended from gods of some sort, but modern day most people don't exhibit any of those traits anymore. Only like
because it's become so diluted.
Yeah, basically, it's become so diluted that only like 0.0005% exhibit any sort of trait, and a lot of these end up being like rare diseases, like muscle hypertrophy. I don't know how to. Yeah, or what's that one disease where you can slip all your joints out super easy?
I'm not sure.
Remember. There's basically like a bunch of these rare diseases are actually like signs of your lineage, and as much as they're considered diseases, they're also like beneficial. But they're categorized like uncommon, rare, and legendary, depending on who your lineage is and how much of it you exhibit. And so far, there's only like 30 chapters, but it's been a really cool concept so far. He's basically like, he hasn't gone as far as to modify his body beyond what's human. I imagine maybe later he will, but they were also talking about, they're already talking about the theory of tapping into hysterical strength purposefully in a way, in a more safe manner. you know what hysterical strength is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another term people like to use for it is retard strength.
Kinda, yeah.
But it's like, a mother will be able to lift a car in order to save her child, stuff like that.
Yeah. Like he'd already gone as far as to like modify his fight or flight response.
Oh god, I beat her with a bunch of mangoes.
What?
Oh, one of the things you can learn to do is just throw things, basically.
Oh yeah. You can basically.
And I just grabbed a crate of fruit and yeeted it at this chick.
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough for competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it! You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork.
Yeah. So far, it's been actually a rather interesting concept. It's definitely fresh compared to a lot of people. A lot of the same, like, well, kind of like I said with Japan, like the whole like die and reborn in a new world, or like recently there's been a big theme around that, but also like it's a game system, like basically like a game like system, like leveling up and quests and stuff. You've been brought back. You have lives, and you are now part of this system that you can level up much. You can get stronger quicker.
Yeah,
that's been a big theme recently. So it's cool to have. It's cool to see someone doing something a little on the clouds. And it's interesting because they use real science behind all of it.
A whole section for getting a cheat for completing things that have to do with the room of requirement. I haven't even come across the room of requirement yet.
It might be later, or maybe it's a hidden thing that you just kind of have to come across.
Oh, that's right. I can't do that one yet. I don't have Alohomora.
Revelio.
Do herbology.
I'm convinced that Bin's called on me.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see
Okay,
you.
I found my teacher crush.
Today's class.
Who's that?
A little treat for your auntie.
It would be the herbology professor, Professor Garlic.
Are you telling me you crush garlic?
I do a lot more than crush garlic.
You smash garlic.
Yes.
This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake.
Oh, great. We're learning mandrake.
Neville's gonna make a token appearance just to pass out.
Shall we? First,
Wait, was it Neville that passed out, or was it,
He just fainted.
Yeah, well, yeah. I couldn't remember if it was Neville, though.
It was Neville.
Or if it was that one kid who exploded his feather.
It was Neville.
Okay.
God, we don't even have earmuffs. We just put cotton in our ears.
Just fucking raw dog it.
Oh god, it's shattering the greenhouse.
the soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
I wonder if hippogriffs... The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't...
Ma'am, I will get a grasp of you. What?
It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I should already have some, yes.
Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Which is why they're called chomping cabbages.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you out. Here we are. Home of the Chinese Go on. Grab it. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Ow.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Oh, it just exploded.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, it hasn't tried to kill me yet, so I wouldn't say it's murderous.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous
God,
subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me damned hearing.
I finished that class.
That goes for plants as well as friendly.
Now to attend potions.
Kindness and concern are as mutually.
The fact that I'm level 14. And this mission I'm going on right now has a level requirement of 4.
Wait, can you repeat that, please?
So, some story missions have requirements such as they require you to know certain spells or to have reached a certain level. Sometimes both.
Like that Alohomar one.
Well, I don't know if it's a quest. It's a side quest. I need to know Alohomora because there's a lock in the way.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you kind of need to know that before you leave it.
But like, so the quest I'm doing right now has a level requirement. I need to be level 4.
Okay.
I'm level 14.
Okay. Now, do things scale?
I'm not sure.
I mean, do it. Find out. You'll find out if you easily decimate.
I think
first years or not.
I mean, I think they might.
Tell us why this particular potion might come in handy.
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own.
You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
I'll throw my cabbages at you!
Keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a...
It's a Weasley!
If I do say so myself.
Ron Weasley.
His name's Gareth Weasley.
Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort.
Severus Snape.
Everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Then why don't you have one? Oh well.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Keep your potion stations organized and pre-produced.
I've already had this stuff.
Potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
I gotta wait for it to finish brewing. There's actually wait times in this game.
There's actually what?
Wait times in the game.
For
brewing potions and growing plants.
I mean, it makes sense.
What's happening?
But at the, yeah, I don't know. It makes sense, but it's like, if it's, I don't know.
Well done, Gareth.
Oh, Dark and Darker just got an update.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on
I got an
his
update
own.
today. Fixed
His
several issues
accomplice
where
will
items could be
answer
rolled
to
back.
me as well.
Fixed an issue with Fulgor's block size. Rogue Hide duration changed from 50 to 60 seconds. Iron Shield's pause.
I'm surprised you
that
had
was
the
super
time.
small.
You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Cosmeteer got an update. What?
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Oh, he was an Auror.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
That is not appropriate attire.
You're not appropriate attire! I gotta go this way. Me and my cabbages haven't enough of this place. We're leaving the castle.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Give me that moonstone, thank you. Got a lot of shrooms too. There we go, I knew I needed to hit that. But
Just left a couple videos. I decided to watch some shorts. I'm trying not to fall asleep.
You're tired.
I have work.
Oh.
Yeah.
and
I'm starting to take my medicine again. I think I told you then.
Yeah, you did.
Listen, like I kind of feel like I got a baseline. I want to see how I feel on them on. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I wasn't really paying attention before, and I want to kind of see how they really actually affect me outside of making me feel like I'm fighting sleep demons all the time.
Revelio.
This.
Incendio.
Merry Christmas.
Incendio. Accio.
Don't have a whole lot of tasks.
Could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Shall I discover in the dungeons?
It's your mother. Woo.
Fuck, I'm gonna die.
Revelio.
Sorry, I'm sure there's two. Did I buy tooth material? Must have.
Oh, yeah. All I'm gonna find is a chest with a scarf in it.
Yes. Oh yeah, I can still play Everest 2.
Still play what?
Revelio. Revelio.
Sheep? Can't pet it.
Levioso.
Chicken! Can't pet the chicken either.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili-land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
There are some... Burrito.
What's going on here?
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
All of it seems...
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
But Mummy...
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home. Especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful.
Revelio.
These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well, Mummy.
So the kid can see Thestral. And his mother can't, so of course she doesn't believe him that they exist.
Incendio.
Ow, I just lit myself on fire.
Revelio. Hello, sir. What do you say?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking travelling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which
Goblins,
means he's
you
free to
say?
do what he wants down in Coro Ruins.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer, but I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
Oh, do you now?
Revelio. I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now, but they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better.
So, I think here's a good place to stop for a break. We'll come back to helping this goblin later. And I hope everyone has a fantastic hold to